In today's Monday Mini, we're recapping the 2026 Pride of the Prairie Production Sale, which took place on May 16th in Murdo, South Dakota. We'll be breaking down the most viewed animals, top sellers both online and in person, and overall activity on Hired Hand Live.
Before we dive in, just another quick reminder that From the Pasture podcast has new dedicated social accounts on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So be sure to follow us separately there.
One of our favorite parts of every sale recap is hearing from you, the buyers, sellers, and Longhorn fans who make these weekends special. Whether you are in Murdo, South Dakota, or following along on Hired Hand Live, your messages always deliver. If you'd like to share your sale feedback on future recaps, you can join our text list by texting website.888-700-8131 and replying to our post-sale prompts. Let's share the most recent comment we got from the Pride of the Prairie sale.
The text we received said, "I would like to congratulate Terry Anderson on buying lot number 9, and thank you."
Now let's turn to the numbers. The Pride of the Prairie sale delivered strong engagement both in the ring and online, and the data tells the story, from sale averages to total views and activity on hiredhandlive.com.
There were 17 lots sold in this sale. The unofficial total was $48,400, and the unofficial average was $2,847. The internet-only average on Hired Hand Live was $2,766.
As the 8th sale of 2026 in our Hired Hand Live Trends and Averages series, the year-to-date average now sits at $10,184, with the internet-only average of $7,298.
There were right around 4,680 total views of consignments online, with 32 registered internet bidders for this sale.
With the most viewed lot after the sale was Lot 8, HCR Flash 67, consigned by Holy Cow Longhorn Ranch, with 786 hits. It was also the first most viewed before the sale, with 664 views.
Now that we've covered the overall stats, let's spotlight the top 5 in-person sales from the Pride of the Prairie sale. These consignments drew serious attention and left South Dakota with excited new owners.
The 5th highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was Lot 13, Mayor 536, consigned by the Mayor family Longhorns. She sold for $2,600 to Nick Campbell.
We have a two-way tie for the 4th highest selling lot to an in-person buyer. The tie is between lot number 17, Mayor 506, consigned by Mayor family Longhorns, and lot number 3, Nick's Dried Checks, consigned by Nick's family Longhorns. Lot number 17 sold for $2,900, as well as lot number 3 sold for $2,900. That one to the buyer Levi Newsom.
And the 3rd highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was also a tie. It was Lot 12, Meyer 351, consigned by the Meyer family Longhorns, selling for $3,000 to Brecken Askey, as well as Lot 11, Dakota Diamond Rio, consigned by Tobin Longhorn Cattle Company, again selling for $3,000 to Kim Geed.
And it looks like ties are just going to finish us out here in our top 5 in-person buyers. So we have a tie for the 2nd highest selling lot as well. Lot number 8, HCR Flash 67, was consigned by Holy Cow Ranch Longhorns, selling for $3,900 to Lauren Lippert. That lot was tied with number 6, FH Gunmetal Liza, consigned by Flint Hills Longhorns, also selling for $3,900, this time to Chris Nix.
The number 1 highest selling lot to an in-person buyer was also a tie, both lots selling for $4,200. The first one was Lot 7, LJL Focus Apache, consigned by Lazy JL Longhorns. And the other one was Lot 5, Ivory Stuff BCC, consigned by Belgren Cattle Company.
After the in-person highlights, let's shift to online bidding. We'd like to thank the hosts of the Pride of the Prairie Production Sale for trusting Hired Hand Live to connect buyers from across the country. Here are the top 3 animals sold through internet bidding.
Coming in 3rd place for the highest selling lot to an online buyer was Lot 4, Rafter 4K Lashes, consigned by Crump Ranch Longhorn, selling for $1,500 to Steve Sanders.
The 2nd highest selling lot on Hired Hand Live was number 10, Rafter 4K Lacey, consigned by Crump Ranch Longhorns, selling for $2,500 to Donnie Booth.
And the number 1 highest selling lot to an online buyer was Lot 9, Kate McCannon, consigned by 1M Bar Longhorn, selling for $4,300 to Terry Anderson.
Thank you to all of our internet bidders and buyers. With the top online sales covered, let's look at the impact of internet bidding. Hired Hand Live connected buyers and sellers from wherever they were, and the numbers for the Pride of the Prairie sale show just how strong that reach was.
There's $22,900 value added through internet bidding, with 42 online bids, 3 lots sold online to 3 different online buyers. And with this sale taking place in Murdo, South Dakota, the furthest internet bidder was in Kansas, roughly 400 miles away from where the sale was held.
If you're following the National Longhorn for Charity rankings this year, we do have an update from the event counting towards the NLFR. Be sure to also visit the NLFR website for details and upcoming events.
We'll first go over the heifers. The Class 1 winner was Speed Queen, entered by Bryant Cattle Company. She ended with 233 points.
The Class 2 winner was Lazy J's Josie Rose, entered by Lazy J Longhorns, and she ended with 233.5 points.
The Class 3 winner, TB Payday, was entered by TB Longhorns, ending with 229 points.
The Class 4 winner was SL Marta, entered by Harney Creek Longhorns, and she received 226.5 points.
The Class 5 winner, PT Pipsy, was entered by Shellac Longhorns, and she ended with 227.5 points.
The Class 6 winner received 230 points, was entered by Double T Ranch, and her name is Royal Jammer.
The Class 7 winner, Dragon in a Box, was entered by Double T Ranch, ending with 230 points.
And finishing out the heifer classes was Class number 8. That winner was M7 Rising Examples, entered by George and Annie Wartspa, receiving 232 points.
And now on to the bull classes. The Class 9 winner was LRR Amp's Last Hurrah, entered by Lone Rock Longhorns, and he ended with 228.5 points.
The Class 10 winner was SSL Benelli, entered by Benelli Legacy Partners, receiving 230 points.
The Class 11 winner, Midwest Top Shelf, was entered by Square One Longhorns, ending with 232 points.
And finishing out the bull classes was Class number 12. That winner was M7 Shamrock, entered by George and Annie Wartspa, receiving 230.5 points.
And they also awarded a High Point Awards for the weekend. So the High Point heifer was Lazy J's Josie Rose, entered by Lazy J Longhorns. She ended with 233.5 points.
And the High Point bull for the weekend was Midwest Top Shelf, entered by Square One Longhorns, who ended with 232 points even.
Looking ahead, our next stop with Hired Hand Live is the Fort Worth Stockyard Sale. We'll be releasing a pre-sale podcast on Tuesday, May 19th, featuring the sale host and everything you need to know before the sale.
And that wraps up our Pride of the Prairie production sale recap for today. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss upcoming sales, stats, and stories from the Pasture with Hired Hand. Until next time, whether you're hauling down the highway or bidding online, travel safe, enjoy the memories made each sale weekend, and we'll see you at the next one.